Dear students, welcome to our YouTube channel Vidya for Success. In this video, let us continue our study on the microbes in industrial products. Yes, children, we have already discussed about how the microorganisms are used in the industrial production of fermented beverages, and also we have discussed about how antibiotics were produced in large scale in the industries, right? So now we are going to discuss about uh, the production of chemicals, enzymes and bioactive molecules in the industries. So some of the chemicals, enzymes and bioactive molecules are produced in large scale in the industries by using microorganisms, right? So whenever we talk about the industries, so in the industries the products are produced in large amount, that means in the bulk the products are produced, right? So some chemicals are commercially produced in the industries by using microorganisms. So the best example of chemical produced is citric acid. So citric acid is very useful chemical, right? So there are many applications are there uh, by citric acid. So citric acid is a best natural preservative, right? So because of this, it is used in most of the food items as a preservative, and it is also used in the soft drinks as a preservative, and it is added to food for getting sour taste. So these are the some basic applications what we are getting by the citric acid, right? So because of this, this chemical is produced in the industries by using one of the microorganism that is called as Aspergillus niger. So Aspergillus niger is a fungi. So this fungi is used in the industries to produce citric acid in large scale. So how they produce the citric acid by this fungi? So as we have seen in the industries how the fermented beverages and antibiotics were produced, in the similar way larger containers, so especially here the submerged the fermentation um, is actually used in order to produce the citric acid. Clear? So in the large container they will add raw material. So raw material used by the Aspergillus niger as a food. So it act on the raw material. As a result, some of the chemicals get released in the containers, large vessels, right? So that chemical is nothing but citric acid. So citric acid is produced in large scale by using one of the microorganism that is named as Aspergillus niger, right? And one more chemical produced in large scale is acetic acid. So acetic acid is also very useful chemical, right? So this chemical is used in the chemistry lab for conducting many experiments, and it is a chemical used in the rubber industry, right? So in the rubber industry they are using this chemical for uh, coagulating the latex. So there is a lots of applications are there by the acetic acid. So because of this, this particular chemical is produced in large scale in the industry by using one of the microorganism that is named as Acetobacter aceti. So Acetobacter aceti is a kind of bacteria. So this bacteria grown in large vessels in the industry in order to get acetic acid, right? Yes. The one more chemical that is produced in the industrial scale is butyric acid. So butyric acid is also very useful chemical. So it is used in order to manufacture some of the esters of lower alcohols. So it is a best agent, flavoring agent. So because of some application what are getting by the butyric acid, it is produced in a large scale by using some of the microorganisms. So the Clostridium botulicum, this bacteria is grown in the industries in large scale to produce butyric acid, right? And one more chemical, that is lactic acid. So lactic acid is also produced in large scale by using one of the microorganism, that is lactobacillus. So lactobacillus is a bacteria, right? So this bacteria produces lactic acid by acting on some of the raw materials, right? So lactic acid is also used as a preservative. So this is a very good preservative. It is added to the food, and it is also used as a flavoring agent. So because of these applications, lactic acid produced in large scale in the industry by growing one of the bacteria, that is lactobacillus bacteria, right? So these are the some chemicals produced in large scale in the industry by growing some of the microorganisms. So here you have to remember um, the microorganism used to produce chemicals, right? So Aspergillus niger is used to produce citric acid. Acidobacter aceti is used for producing acetic acid. Clostridium botulinum is used to produce butyric acid in the industry. Then lactobacillus is used to produce lactic acid. So it is very easy to remember the name of the organism that is producing chemical, right? So Acetobacter aceti, acetic acid, right? So Clostridium botulinum, butyric acid. Lactobacillus, lactic acid. So it is quite easy to remember the name of organism that is producing the chemical. So you practice these organism, name of the organism, so that it will be easy for you to recall the terminologies, right? Yes. Let us move to the yes, some enzymes are also produced in the industry in large scale by using microorganisms. So, commercial production of certain enzymes in industry is possible with the help of microorganism. So, the best enzyme going to produce in the industry is lipase. So when any cloth got stained, we always use detergents to remove it, right? So when we soak the clothes, stained clothes in the detergent, uh, that stain will be removed, right? So in order to remove the oily stain, we use detergent. What is there in the detergent to remove the oily stains? So the detergent consists of enzyme that is called as lipase enzyme. Clear? So this enzyme acts on lipid so that it degrade the lipid, so oily stain from the cloth is get removed. So because of this property, lipase enzyme is used in the detergent. So why it is used in the detergent? Because it removes oily stains from the clothes, right? So the lipase in the industrial level produced by using some of the microbes. So the best example of microbe we have here is thermophilic bacillus. So it is a kind of bacteria, right? So this bacteria is used in the industries in order to produce the lipase enzyme in large amount, right? And one more enzyme is proteases and pectinases. So these two enzymes are commonly used in bottled juices, right? So in the market, different varieties of bottled juices are available, right? So you can make out the difference between the bottled juice and homemade juice. So homemade juice will not be more clear, right? So if you look into the bottle juice is more clear because they add some enzymes to the bottle juice in order to remove the protein debris and pectins from the juice, right? So proteases and pectinases are commonly used in the bottle juice. So protease enzyme commonly act on the protein debris present in the juice, and pectinase enzyme degrade the pectic polymer present in the juice. So because when these two debris are degraded in the juice, there will be no this thing debris, right? So the bottle juice appears to be very clear because these enzymes were used in the bottled juice, right? So proteases enzyme produced in the industrial level by using different microorganisms. So the best example of microbe used is Streptomyces. So Streptomyces is a kind of bacteria. Then one more bacteria can be used in the proteases production, that is Flavobacterium, right? So in the pectinase enzyme production they use Aspergillus, and um, some other organisms are also used here. One more example is Pseudomonas bacteria. Clear? So these different kinds of bacteria were grown in the industries in order to produce these enzymes in large amount, right? Yes, let us look into the one more enzyme produced in the large scale, that is streptokinase enzyme. What is the use of this enzyme? So streptokinase enzyme actually used to remove blood clots from the blood vessels. So when there is a clot in the blood vessel, it actually disturbs the flow of blood towards the heart, right? So finally it leads to a disease called as heart attack. Clear? So in order to prevent the heart attack caused by myocardial infarction, we need to remove that blood clot. So how to remove the blood clot? So for removing the blood clot, they use one of the enzyme called as streptokinase enzyme. Clear? So when this enzyme is injected into the body, it will remove the blood clot from the blood vessel. So because of this action takes place by the streptokinase enzyme, it is named as clot buster. So it dissolves the blood clots present in the blood vessel so that the flow of blood towards the heart will become very easy, right? So this is a very important concept, children. So streptokinase enzyme is used as a clot buster. So because it removes the blood clots from the blood vessels, it is called as a clot buster. So this enzyme is produced in the large scale by using a microorganism that is named as Streptococcus. So Streptococcus is a kind of bacteria, right? So this bacteria grown in large scale to produce streptokinase enzyme. So this is a very essential enzyme. So this is used to remove the blood clots from the blood vessels, right? So these are the some enzymes. They are produced in large scale in the industries by using some microorganisms, right? So lipase enzyme is used to remove oily stains from the clothes. Then proteases and pectinase enzymes are used in the bottle juice to clear the debris. Then streptokinase enzyme is used as a clot buster. It is produced by Streptococcus bacteria. Yes, the microbes are also used in the industrial scale to produce some bioactive molecules. So what do you mean by this bioactive molecules? Bioactive molecules are nothing but secondary metabolites. So these secondary metabolites are very useful to us because they are used in some therapies to get rid from some kind of diseases. So the best example of bioactive molecule produced is cyclosporin A. So cyclosporin A is actually used as an immunosuppressive agent in organ transplant patient, right? So we know this concept, right? We have studied about the organ transplant in the human health and disease lesson. So what do you mean by this organ transplantation? So suppose in our body some of the organs are not working properly, say for example heart or kidney. The only remedy to survive, to live happy life is the transplantation, right? So the healthy organ from one person is actually received, and that organ is replaced. So that is actually called as transplantation. So after the transplantation, the transplanted patient should take immunosuppressive agent, or else is immune system considered the organ, transplanted organ, as a foreign organ, and it started producing antibodies against it, right? So in order to save the life of transplanted patient, the patient should be given with immunosuppressive agent. So that immunosuppressive agent is nothing but cyclosporin A. So this will suppresses the immune system, so that immune system does not produces antibodies against that particular organ, transplanted organ. So in order to save the life of transplanted patient, immunosuppressive agent should be given. It must given, right? So the name of the immunosuppressive agent is cyclosporin A. So from which organism this bioactive molecule is produced? So it is produced by using a fungi called as Trichoderma polysporum. Clear? So Trichoderma polysporum is a kind of fungi. This fungi is grown in the industrial level in large amount in order to produce the cyclosporin A. This is very important concept. So cyclosporin A is very effective bioactive molecule. It is used as an immunosuppressive agent in organ transplant patients, right? And one more bioactive molecule is statin. What is the use of statin? So statin is also a bioactive molecule. This is produced by uh, growing yeast. The name of the yeast is Monascus purpuricus. This is the name of the yeast, right? So Monascus purpuricus grown in the industrial level to produce statin. So what is the use of statin? Statin is actually used as a blood cholesterol lowering agent. So when the blood consists of more cholesterol, the blood become viscous. Viscous is nothing but thick. The blood become thick. So the thick blood cannot flow properly through the blood vessel, right? So the flow of blood will become very slow. So in order to circulate the blood, heart need to put lots of pressure. So this will lead to heart attack. So that in order to reduce the blood cholesterol level, they use one of the bioactive molecule produced by the microorganism, that is called as statin, right? So how it act? So when the patient is given with this statin, it will actually inhibit the enzyme that synthesizes cholesterol in the body, right? So some enzymes are present in our body to produce cholesterol. So this statin directly acts on the enzyme and it inhibit, that means it suppress the activity of that particular enzyme, so that less cholesterol will be get synthesizes. So it will be very useful to us, right? So statin is a very effective blood cholesterol lowering agent. It is produced in industrial level by growing one of the microorganism, that name is Monascus purpuricus. Clear, children? So they have given two bioactive molecules in this particular lesson. One is cyclosporin A. It is used as a immunosuppressive agent in organ transplanted patient. And another chemical bioactive molecule given is statin. So statin is actually used as a blood cholesterol lowering agent. It is produced by the microorganism called as Monascus purpuricus. So here, especially in the industrial product, you need to practice the scientific name of the organism, microorganism, right? And the product produced by that particular organism.